Welcome to Mortal Kombat 4. It's Tony Serve with you, and Alan Pond, the promoter, a great fighter himself, made Midland Oval came alive. Let's have a look at some highlights first.
Yeah, the first bout on the card was Eddie Duvar and Zeke Cross. Eddie in the red from Riddler's Gym and Zeke Cross in the blue from True Grit Thai Boxing. Both boys put on a great show, 3 rounds of full Muay Thai action. Plenty of grappling, plenty of throws, thrills and spills. It was a great even contest.
Yeah, plenty of action early. They started early and kept going with that.
Yeah, they kept the pace right up quite high. It was an easy bout for the Iska referee, Leanne Phillips, to referee.
Eddie Duvar, the winner. Up next, we've got Wade Grand in the blue and Jeremy Firth in the red.
Yeah, this started out to be looking to be a really good even contest. Both boys were going hard early. Big hands there from Jeremy. Wade was throwing good solid kicks and good solid punches himself. Unfortunately, the bout had to end early, with a low blow.
Nice, did it? He came back, but I think there was a second low blow here.
Yeah, he wasn't able to recover. Unfortunately, it was declared a non-contest, as it happened in the first round.
No, that one's all over. We've got the ladies up next. No such challenges in their bout of that nature anyway.
Here we had Lisa Turner from Punisher Muay Thai in the red and Carla Murphy from True Grit in the blue. Both girls were having a very even contest once again. The referee there, Leanne Phillips, keeping a close eye on the girls.
Scheduled for 3 rounds, and not bad technique for the youngsters.
Yeah, you'll see the girls are fighting full Thai rules with elbows. They've got the headgear and body pads, elbow pads on. As they're only novices, we need to protect them when they start off in the sport.
They had good support on the night too, the ladies. Great to see.
Yeah, the referee ended up calling off the bout with Carla Murphy being the winner.
And as always in martial arts in WA, the welfare of the fighters is our prime concern. Okay, right now Glenn Odlum in the blue and Roberto Viles in the red.
Yeah, Glenn stopped him with a head kick in the first round, TKO. Your referee there, Mark Simpson, declaring Glenn the winner. Another bout that finished early. James Milburn in the red corner stopped his opponent in 18 seconds with a kick to the liver.
Yeah, when you get one right there, mate, it's all over, no matter how tough you are.
Next up, I think we have the Taekwondo versus MMA. Natalie McDonald in the red there, fighting Joe Oblivics from an MMA gym in Northam. Both girls put on an exciting 3-round contest. It was action-packed. You can see the contrast in styles there. Joe was moving forward throughout the whole bout, putting the pressure on. But
lots of love in the crowd for Natalie though.
Yeah, well, Natalie worked quite well off the back foot and scored well. You can see her footwork and sticking and moving and kicking on the back foot, which is a telltale sign of the Taekwondo skills. Joe kept pressing forward, trying to landed quite well at times as well.
Back to the lads. This is Corey Ricco in the blue and Nick Taylor in the red.
Yeah, Nick from Westside Kickboxing in the red there took on Corey Ricco, and it was a very exciting fight.
Couple of tall, rangy boys.
Yeah, the fight was at 86 kilograms, I think.
Jackrabbit slim, these boys. Simo, our referee, Mark Simmons. Those kicks are slowing him down. Oh, Nick Taylor on his back. Trying to return the favour. Ooh, gee, that left right on the point of the chin slowed him down a bit. Bit of a head shake. Really having a good go at it, these lads. Overhand right shook the headgear up a little bit.
Plenty of thrills and spills in this bout, both boys catching and following through quite well.
Yeah, good decision. Corey Ricco, as announced by Mark Simpson.
He's
He's going to flog me for getting that wrong, isn't he?
Yeah, this was another exciting fight. Unfortunately, it ended quite early. The guys were fighting full Thai rules. Leon Whittle in the red.
Whoa, his shoulder, left shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder's gone early. Slight dislocation, he wasn't able to continue.
Our doctor making sure he was okay, had a look and said, nope, sorry.
Carl Puglia there in the blue corner, he from Olsen's Muay Thai, unfortunately in that bout that his shoulder gave way. Next up we had Declan Cold Steel Yates in the red corner fighting Jason Tran from MMA 24/7. Jason was just a little bit too slick and a little bit quick for young Declan. It was his first time in the ring.
Gee.
And the only young boy, 16 years of age.
Make me feel old looking at them. They are only youngsters.
Yeah, the bout had to end in the second round. Declan just wasn't able to handle the pressure. And well done though, he got in there for the first time and had a try. It's a completely different ball game to the Taekwondo when you step in the ring.
Oh, the youngster disappointed, but he's got a big future ahead of him.
Yeah, well done to Jason Tran.
Our final highlight Coming up now is Jack McManus in the red against Peter Moore in the blue.
Yeah, this was an MMA, modified MMA bout. The guys are only novices with a couple of small gym shows to their credit. As you can see, they're wearing headgear for MMA, which did cause a little bit of a problem. But you know, the guys sort of handled it well. Your referee there, Slade Norris, did a fantastic job of keeping the contest fair and even. Plenty of thrills and spills in this bout.
Yeah, nice one.
Your winner there from Spear Dojos,
Peter Moore.
Peter Moore.
Okay, let's have a look at some of the bouts now. Number 4 on the card was Brody Risso and Jimmy Gray. Jimmy Gray from MMA 24/7, Brody Risso from Riddler's Gym, mate, and a good matchup this.
Yeah, well, Brody's actually a roof carpenter who lives up in the hills, and sorry, Jimmy is the roof carpenter that lives up in the hills, and Brody trains with Riddler's Gym in Mount Hawthorn.
Jimmy in the blue, Brody in the red.
Oh, nice timing with that push kick. Your referee there, Shane McDonald, wiping the gloves clean.
People ask me, why do they do that? It's because if they get grit on the gloves, it can cause damage to the skin, so they just wipe the grit off. Oh, a little bit of restraint, please, gentlemen. Brody was ready to go in there.
That's it. Brody's had the one fight before. This is Jimmy's first time in the ring. So both boys being novices, they've got the headgear and the bodyguards on. It's under modified Thai rules. As they're novices, they're not fighting with elbows or knees to the head. A little bit of problem there with the shin guards there for Jimmy. Seems to be slipping down on that right leg.
Costume malfunction, mate. Happens to the best of us.
Blame the promoter, Tony.
A great night. You can see the sun setting over Midland Oval, and it just gets more intense as the night goes on. You're going to love it tonight on West Coast Fight Shows.
Yeah,
this is Mortal Kombat 4.
Style versus style, full contact fighting. Your first bout here is a novice Muay Thai bout. Most of the other fights you're going to see tonight are style versus style, full contact fights. Outdoors, under the stars, that's where Mortal Kombat has its individuality, so to speak. Both boys grappling strongly on the ropes there.
Brody in the red, Jimmy in the blue.
Oh, nice takedown there from Jimmy.
Good strength there, good upper body strength there, and it showed in that little move. Bit of balance too doesn't help, doesn't hurt.
That's the end of round 1. Great energetic start from these fellas.
Yeah, this fight was sponsored by ASET. They're the Australian Education and Training Company. Manny D'Amato, an old trainer himself, and a great martial artist, came on board and sponsored the show. And of course the Midland Martial Arts Ultimate Fitness Centre, all the staff and volunteers from that gym helped put on Mortal Kombat 4.
We'll remind people to support the sponsors who support your sport when you're making a decision for goods or services. Check out our people. We'll love to have them on board. It was quite a warm evening.
Shane McDonald brings the boys back to centre ring. Jimmy coming in strong with the hands. Brody holds in strong with the grapple. Shane's going to have to break him again.
This bout brought to you by the Building Apparel and Scene Signs.
Got to check that guard. Right back into it.
30 seconds left in round 2.
Only about 20 seconds left in this round. Oh, nice takedown again there from Jimmy. Catch and sweep technique.
Brody getting a rash on his back in this round.
Yeah, Brody's trained by Darren Reese and Chad Walker and Chris White at the Riddler's Gym. Great trainers in that team. And young Jimmy's actually trained by Mark Pountney and Daniel Dawson at MMA 24/7.
Great to see Daniel going over to Macau in just south of China for a big championship fight, or pre-championship fight. Go Daniel. Round 2. Oh, round 3.
3, Tony, yeah. Round 3 of the 3-round contest. Looks like these boys are going to fight it out to the end. Be interesting to see who wins.
Once again, great fitness. 10, 15 years ago, guys couldn't go this strong, this long, but the sport's really, really advanced.
Jimmy with a strong top lock there, trying to land the knees. Brody trying to turn, just can't get a grip. Tied up on the ropes there. I think the referee will have to break him, yeah.
Interesting to see the tactics and style of the different gyms coming through the fighters. When you see a few of the lads from one gym, you can say, oh, they're pretty defensive focused, or...
Both guys locked up on the ropes once again. Jimmy seems to be finishing a little bit stronger, coming through with strong hands.
Closing out the bout with a bit of power.
Showing sides tiredness now, both the boys.
Yeah, they certainly haven't held back, so you've got good tax.
Yeah, ASET and MMA UFC have certainly got their money's worth out of this bout.
Yeah, good value. Just under half a minute in the final round.
Yeah, Jimmy's father, Wayne Gray, was actually one of Pon Marty's students from back in the early days.
Yeah.
And he's following in his father's footsteps and made his way to the ring at 22 years of age. I'm pretty sure Brody's the same age, 22 years.
Makes me feel old, mate. I was there with Pon in the beginning, and now we're seeing the sons coming through as mature men.
That's the
Great bout, mate. That was terrific. Well done, Brody and Jimmy.
After 3 rounds of Muay Thai, it's a unanimous decision to the blue.
Unanimous decision to Jimmy Gray in the blue corner from MMA 24/7.
Well done to the court, MMA.
Good hard fight there from Brody Risso from Riddler's Jimmy. Put up a fantastic effort.
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision, but certainly no slouch in the red corner. Brody did well.
Some highlights there in the replay. Catch and sweep there from Jimmy. Takedown there in the grapple. You can definitely see they've been drilling that technique in the gym.
Pretty classic technique. Kung Fu versus Muay Thai now. We're going to be looking at Muay Thai versus Chinese Kung Fu and Tai Chi. Blake Griffin and Craig Herndon.
Yeah, this bout proudly brought to you by Centrepoint Pizzas, Midland and Morley, and of course the local shack located in Murray Street, Perth and Scarborough.
Craig in the blue and Blake in the red.
Yeah, Craig's from the traditional Muay Thai gym, Mongol Mine, trained by Bill Seth. Blake from the Kung Fu and Tai Chi Academy, trained by Sifu George Michelson. Craig seems to be coming on forward, low blow, coming in strong. Blake on the back foot there, trying to use his reach.
Very thoughtful, careful approach by Blake in the red.
Yeah, Craig seems to be coming in strong, trying to bridge the gap. Strong lock in the grapple there from Blake. You don't see that from many Kung Fu fighters now.
Pretty good. We're seeing a great increase right across the board in all the skills these days. It's brilliant.
Blake fighting in the long Kung Fu pants. Craig in the blue Muay Thai shorts. Style versus style. Full contact fighting at its best.
Blake really setting that distance with his extra height there. He doesn't want to get too much inside, but he seems comfortable too up close.
Yeah, I've done a bit of sparring with him and done a bit of training with him, and he's definitely got the potential to be a future champion.
Very fast too.
Yeah, he uses his height and reach really well, Tony, and his timing's pretty good as well, you know.
I'm with Alan Pond, the promoter, former fighter and a master. And mate, I've got to pay tribute. Your matchmaking for the tournament's been brilliant, as you'll see by tonight's events.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, Tony. We had a lot of people interested in fighting on this card. The idea of fighting outdoors under the stars turns a lot of the fighters on, and we had quite a lot of interest, quite a lot of matches. We ended up with 19 bouts on the card tonight.
Yeah, biggest card I've seen, and there wasn't a dud amongst them, mate.
It was a great show. Round 2. Our sponsors there, Centrepoint Pizza and The Shack.
Burgers and chips at The Shack are awesome, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Midland and Morley Centrepoint Pizza provide the best pizzas in Perth, I can guarantee it.
Once again, we've got Blake in the red and Craig in the blue. Blake's gear makes him look even taller and thinner than he is, doesn't it?
That's it. Nice high kick there from Blake. Ooh, follows that up with a second and a third. Craig trying to move in, bridge the gap, gets inside, tries to get the lock on. Blake seems to be able to shut him out with that top lock. They call him Buck Singh, Blake Buck Singh Griffin. Buck Singh is the style of Chole Fut and Kung Fu that Blake's been training in for the last 5 or 6 years, and I believe he's one of the chief instructors at the O'Connor School.
A lot of power in that right hand of young Craig.
And that gym also comes with a bit of theatre when they have the dragon dance and things like that. There's a whole culture behind it, isn't there?
Yeah, the Kung Fu school based in Balcutta and O'Connor are pretty much one of the only Kung Fu schools here in Perth that are actually participating in full contact fights in the ring. And Marco Tentori, who we'll see later on the card tonight, is a great representative of how good that style can be. Spinning back fist there from Blake. Craig follows through with the right cross of his own. Locked up in the grapple again.
Yeah, good defence from the tall dude, young Blake.
In round 2, Centrepoint Pizza and the Shack are getting their money's worth out of this bout. Quite entertaining. Round 3. Craig's still trying to push his way in, but Blake just seems to be landing from outside and keeping him at bay, doesn't he?
Come on, make a difference. Let him know who you win. Blake in the red, Craig in the blue.
Oh, nice knee there as Craig moved in. He caught one in the face.
Once again, both these boys very fit. Still with some in the tank in the closing stages of what's been a great bout, Alan.
Yeah, pretty interesting fight. You see Blake with his height and reach able to keep Craig away. Craig keeps trying to press in and force the grapple, but Blake just seems to be able to manage to get that top lock on nice and strong and shut him down once he moves in, so he's kind of spoiling the Thai boxer's game plan.
There is a minute left in this. Let's bring him over with some
under 60 seconds now.
In a pretty close contest so far. I'd be edging towards Blake at this stage just with the clean hits from range.
I think you get up to a certain level, and if your defence isn't as good as Blake's is, you're not going to do as well.
Craig seems to have found his way in now. He's up in nice and tight underneath Blake's guard.
And what about Craig's ticker, mate? He just keeps coming forward. He's prepared to wear a few to get a few.
Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with him. Spinning back kick there from Blake, one of the Kung Fu techniques. Craig still trying to make it in with his hands. Blake shuts him down once again, lands a couple of knees. Oh, good timing there with that thrust kick. Closing stages of the third and final round. Which way do you think it's going to go, Tony?
Oh, mate, I've got who I emotionally like. Young Blake's a great fighter. I think he might have the edge on a very, very brave Craig Herndon.
Yeah, but Craig managed to score the last shot of the bout there. Big right hand over the top. We'll see what the judges have to say. Split decision?
Yeah.
Well done, Blake.
I would have called it that way too. Other people might see it differently. Hey, look, a short break. Then we're coming up next with Michael Kaplan and Kane Bayer in Boxing Bliss. It's going to be Bailey Fight Team up against ATI Martial Arts. But this has been a really good one, a great early part of the card, and lots more to come on this edition of West Coast Fight Shows. From Mortal Kombat 4, I'm with Alan Pond, the promoter, and a good mate. Coming back in a tick with Michael Kaplan and Kane Bayer.
Cars R Us have the best selection of pre-owned sports, luxury and everyday vehicles in one yard. Excellent service and prices are very competitive. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, then Cars R Us is a great place to start. Our friendly staff will help you with all your needs, from finding the right vehicle to financing the car of your dreams. So come down to 4 Atwell Street, Lansdale and visit Cars R Us for big toys for all the boys in the family. Dealer licence ND 24627.
Here we are, West Coast Fight Shows with Mortal Kombat 4, and we got the youngsters here, Michael Kaplan and Kane Bayer. Mate, a great boxing bout ahead.
Yeah, we've got Taekwondo versus Muay Thai under boxing rules, only at Mortal Kombat 4. Proudly sponsored by Remember Now, Memorabilia Stores and the Fab Shop, based in Clayton Street, Midland. Both boys locked up in the clinch there, trying to work out. No, it's not Mark Simpson.
Michael in the blue, Luke in the red.
Both boys trying to work inside in the clinch there.
3 2-minute rounds. Just to let you know too, the amount of work that went into preparing Mortal Kombat 4, had to have referees skilled in all the different disciplines. Mixed martial arts means mixed rules, so we had a great team of officials. Thanks for their work, and of course Dr. Pat.
Yeah, we had a great team of officials on the show tonight, and you'll see in this particular bout we've got a Taekwondo exponent, Michael Kaplan, in the red, fighting with Kane Bayer from Bailey's Fitness. Traditionally a Muay Thai gym, trained by Adam Bailey. So only at Mortal Kombat will you find style versus style under an agreed set of rules. And both boys seem to be working the hands quite well. There goes the headgear.
Good to see him not just going for headshots too, working the body. Some good work there from Mike Kaplan. Mike in the red, Luke in the blue.
Ooh, strong combinations there from Michael. Pushed Luke right back against the ropes.
By the way, you can contact Alan Pond for information on where you can get the DVD, where you can get pictures, and where you can find out about what's coming up in 2015.
Yeah, mortalkombat.com.au is the website. If you're after the DVD, all the fights will be available, $30 for all 19 bouts.
Round 2. And that's Mortal Kombat with a C. In combat.
Strong punches in close there from Michael. Kane was backed up onto the ropes. Both boys tied up once again. Referee's going to have to separate them.
Gee, they're both keen. It's great to see. A lot of close quarter boxing in this bout, Tony. Both boys seem to be
wanting to work inside, work up close. They just seem to get tangled up a little bit.
Gee whiz.
Bunches of punches right there.
Yes, bunches of punches indeed. The trick is to make them count. Otherwise, you're spending a lot of energy, mate. You're spending those tickets.
That's it. Boxing's all about who lands the cleaner blows.
And where you land too. That little glancing blow to the side of the point of the chin is going to put most people to sleep. Again, Michael in the red and Kane in the blue.
Both boys seem to have found their range now. They're throwing a bit cleaner. One shot to the back of the head there. The referee gives him a warning on the fly. Yeah, Michael actually won a gold medal at the World Championships in Taekwondo.
Oh, wow.
Back earlier in 2014, and Kane's one of the personal trainers and instructors at the Bailey's Fitness Centre.
That's in around 2.
Yeah,
Exciting
great stuff. One to come.
Yeah, action-packed boxing fight from both these guys.
Got to remind people too that for guys from different disciplines to come into a third discipline really means some focus, because you've got all these reflex defensive and offensive moves. Half of them you can't use in this. Oh, that was a good exchange.
Cross left hook, yes. Well done, Kane Bale landed those two punches nice and clean. And again, he sent Michael back with another right hand. Seems to be pressing forward now. Michael ties him up.
Ball by Pie.
Kane getting lots of help from his corner there.
He seems to be pressing forward a lot stronger now in this third round. I think he might realise that he's slightly behind on points, and he's got to really step it up to get the decision here.
A minute 10 left in this bout. Who do you want to win it?
Michael seems to be throwing and clinching inside. Just under a minute to go in this 3-round contest.
For Remember Now and the Fab Shop, remember to support our sponsors. They look after our sport.
Yeah, Darren Sheepens from Remember Now, he'll do all the sporting legends and memorabilia type stuff. And he was actually the provider of a beautiful piece that we've got for auction tonight called West Australia's Homegrown World Champions, featuring 15 of WA's top martial artists that have won world titles in their various disciplines of boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, Kickboxing and Taekwondo. And
an amazing array of talent there, all world champions in their own right, all local people.
Yeah, we're auctioning that item tonight to raise money for a young boy, Xavier Formica, who's got cerebral palsy, and all of that money will go to assist Xavier with medical care and physiotherapy.
Closing stages now. Kane Bayer and Michael Kaplan. Michael in the red.
Nice overhand right there from Kane. Michael finishes sharply with a left hook.
Yeah.
Close bout, Tony. I don't know which way that's going to go.
And congrats to you for providing the help for the young fella there, mate. Martial arts has got a big heart in WA, and you're part of it, mate. Let's see. Yes.
Michael Kaplan.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think that would have been another split decision. It was a fantastic, entertaining fight. Here's some highlights.
I love it when it's close and people argue about it for days afterwards. Okay, here we go. Now, we have got Luke Jones up against Jack Becker for three-minute rounds. This is Immortal MMA.
Yes, excellent records, both these guys. Luke's got 5 wins and 1 loss to his credit. And Jack the Hammer Becker from Mac 1 Fight Club with 5 wins to his credit. Both boys in the white shorts. Jack's actually in the boardy type shorts, and that's Daniel on his back now, tied up under the ropes, trying to lock him out with his legs.
This is for GJ Demo and Negalik Apparel.
Yeah, GJ Demo, your specialist in demolition and salvage, and Negalik Apparel has got an online store of some fantastic items of clothing available. Check them out online at negulikapparel.com. Oh, Jack's striking hard to the body there.
I felt that one. I'm sure Luke did too.
Spreads out as Luke tries to raise. Back on his feet again. Both boys will start punching on. There's a good low kick from Luke. Oh, nice body kick.
Jack with the beard, or the longer beard I should say. Pair of hipsters in there, mate.
Yeah, Luke Jones there, trained at Synergy Martial Arts with Ramel Lustro. And Jack Becker, he's with Habby Heskey at the Mach 1 Fight Club.
Can he send? Has he got it tight enough? We're not
He's got a good lock on his neck at the moment.
Just not the leverage he needed.
No.
And good escape.
Yes, well done. Jack still seems to be in a controlling position at the moment.
And using about 10% of the energy that Luke's having to use from the bottom. He's going to have trouble breathing. He's using his muscles. They're filling up with lactic acid. And Jack pretty much cruising on the top.
Be interesting to see how Luke can get out of this position. He seems to be
a little bit of claret. You'll see there too on Luke's tummy.
Both fighters make it to their feet once again. Strong knees there from Daniel and Luke.
That was just a check of the blood coming from the, I think it was the left or right brow of Jack Becker. Both got a little bit of eye damage, and Dr. Pat making sure they're fit to go. This is the first of 3 scheduled rounds in MMA.
Yeah, Luke seems to be landing the stronger kicks and punches, but Jack seems to be in control when they hit the ground. It's an interesting MMA bout. Both these guys quite highly skilled in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, Jack looking to shoot pretty much any time he can, which makes him pretty predictable. Get caught coming in, you'll really feel it.
Nice sharp kicks from these boys. Good hands there from Luke. Strong punch there, finishing the round. Round 2 once again sponsored by GJ Demo and Mikulik Apparel.
Luke in the red, Jack in the blue.
Yeah, Jack's footwork's quite good. He's able to move in and out and avoid some of those powerful kicks that Luke's throwing.
Felt the wind of that from here.
Oh, nice knee there. Another one there.
On the chin.
Both fighters tied up on the ropes. Both of them hitting the deck now.
Working on that arm.
Luke looking for the arm.
This is what you'd call an arm wrestle, almost literally.
Yeah, both guys trying to work for the better position on the ground there. Good turn there from
Luke with all the leverage in position.
Yeah. Jack's managed to counter it though and reverse it.
Up close and personal for this one. MMA at its best.
Out of the ring. Problem with the government taking the cage away once again. It's safer in the cage, but they've taken it away. Now the boys are forced to fight in the ring, which isn't as safe and isn't anywhere near as good as for the competitors.
Yeah, I was talking to Soa Palele, UFC champion, a couple of days ago, and the campaign to get the cage legalised because it's safe and useful continues here in spite of some political ignorance about the sport and the safety. We're working on it.
Brownie points from the politicians, mate. That's all it was. Anyway, back to the action. Nice kick up there from Luke. Jack trying to make his way in. Luke almost gets a reversal on him. Oh, look like he's got his heel there. Yes, he has.
I was just about to say Luke's looking confident, mate, and
Jack pulled the heel hook on him.
Minute 10 of the second round. The winner by submission via a heel.
yeah, a good result. Almost against the flow there.
Yeah. Well done, Daniel Jones. Oh, big right hand from Jack. Nice takedown there from Luke Jones, I should say.
Plenty of action in this bout, mate. The people were very pleased with this. You can have some MMA bouts that just fizzle out. There was action standing, there was action on the ground. Finishing with a heel hook, mate, that's classy stuff.
That's it. Next bout sponsored by Mobile Dewatering.
Yes, indeed. We have got kickboxing versus Muay Thai. In the red corner, Michael Victoria, and in the blue, Kartik Mohandos.
Yeah, Karthik's a strong fighter from Olsen's Muay Thai factory. Michael, Westside Victoria, proudly sponsored by Westside Kickboxing and Mobile Dewatering. 5 rounds, full Thai rules, professional fighting here. Kickboxing versus Muay Thai at its best, Mortal Kombat 4.
These sorts of bouts, you see who's more focused and conditioned. It's going to be a great little battle, this.
Both guys starting off slowly, finding the range. Michael seems to be able to pick out from at range there.
Yeah, Michael in the red, Kartik in the blue.
Nice counter with the hook there from Kartik. Once again counters Michael on his way out with a low kick. Oh, beautiful high kick, but well retrieved there from Michael.
Yeah, Michael's got the Mayweather Mundine dancing around with the hands low thing going on, hasn't he? But he's quick.
He's very quick and he's very hard to beat when he's fit. He's got a fantastic record. He's got 16 wins, 6 losses and 8 KOs to his record. And Karthik with 15 wins, 8 losses and 2 draws. Both very experienced boys in the ring.
Pretty even in their records so far. It's going to be a case of who brings it tonight.
Yeah. Michael looks like he's trying to bridge the gap. Karthik just trying to settle and find his range. Karthik trained by Oliver Olsen at Olsen's Muay Thai factory.
Big shout out to our sponsors, Mobile Dewatering and Westside Kickboxing. Thanks for your support, guys. Looking forward to more for the rest of 2015. This is West Coast Fight Shows, highlighting the brilliance that was Mortal Kombat 4 at the Midland Oval. As you can see, the evening advancing.
Outdoors at night under the stars, Wigatora versus Karthik. 5 rounds, full Thai rules. Wigatora just seems to be out picking him at the moment. Got that range working, landing cleanly.
Oh, snapped his head back nicely there.
Oh, nice timing with that thrust kick.
You get the feeling that Michael's got a lot of tricks in his toolbox and he's just bringing them out, seeing how they work, and he seems very composed.
Karthik with the spinning back kick.
Saying, I got a better toolbox than you, mate. I'll spin and I'll back kick you. Look at a bit of a smile there.
Yeah, I think the first round there to Michael, picking up the points. Karthik just not quite able to find his range yet.
Michael's still loosening up, mate.
Great sportsman as always. Now, crew.
Kartik's very strong though. Don't be fooled when he's taking a few. He can dish him out too.
Yeah, I had Marco Tentori out there sparring with him a couple of weeks ago, and he's definitely got some power there and some really good skills as well. Seems to ground himself and power up. I wouldn't want to get hit by the guy anyway.
No. It might come down to a question of speed because both of these boys well prepared, well rounded.
Oh, nice hard kick there from Karthik. Michael seemed to wear it well. Michael's trained by Tony Fisher out at West Side Kickboxing. And Tony's actually one of the major sponsors of Mortal Kombat 4, along with Mobile Dewatering. Yeah, Michael just seems to be able to pick Karthik off at range with those long, sharp jabs and those long push kicks.
Yeah, he's found his distance a lot more confidently, that's for sure.
Karthik's still able to land on the counter though. Oh, nice high kick, well countered there by Karthik. Came back with a couple of his own.
A bit of help from the rope there, the top rope. Like leaning on a wall and having a shot.
Once again, Michael picking up the points with those push kicks and thrust kicks, timing them nicely. They're not doing a lot of damage, but they are having an effect on Karthik, taking his balance away, so to speak, and stopping him from moving forwards.
Might interrupt his breathing a bit too.
He just seems to get an extra couple of inches out of every punch and every kick, Wikatora. He's just got that reach thing happening.
Just a reminder, this is 5 rounds. Scheduled for 5 rounds.
Nice right hand from Michael, doubles it up. Trying to punch his way out of trouble. Karthik trying to squeeze him into the corner there.
She's snappy with that left.
Oh, good timing once again with those kicks.
I'd say that Michael's speed gives him an extra foot in reach, effectively. He's in no danger of getting hit there and just pumping him out.
Yeah. I hated fighting tall blokes like that when I was fighting.
I saw you did okay, mate. You got in and under. Couple of them
Round
left
3.
with bruised chins. Round 3 of 5. This is Mortal Kombat for a brilliant event at Midland Oval. By the way, you're looking at some vacant ground there because that's the main entrance. The bulk of the people are behind the camera position.
Here we've got grandstands, ringside seating, Royal ringside, VIP tables. About 1,000 people here at Mortal Kombat 4.
Great to be outside. Great to see some good talent too, and another great matchup here, mate. Michael in the red,
nice
Karthik in the blue.
From Karthik. You can see a bit of hunger in Karthik's eyes there. He's just trying to set up and load up now. Michael on the back foot, moving away. You can feel the pressure coming on. Karthik trying to grapple up. Michael shut him down.
Karthik walked in 3 times then, but didn't actually do anything, which made him a bit of a sitting duck for Michael. Or a bit of a low one, but still intact. A minute or so left in the 3rd round of a scheduled 5-rounder. Oh, caught him on the chin there a bit.
Yeah, like I say, you wouldn't want to get hit by the bloke with one of his power shots because he'll tag you, he'll drop you. That's what Michael's got to watch out for. You can see his guard starting to drop a bit.
Yeah.
As he's moving around and getting a little bit more tired now. He just doesn't want to get caught by one of Karthik's hard right hands because he could turn the fight the other way.
This is West Coast Fight Shows. You can get all the information at westcoastfightshows.com.au or on Facebook, including more from Alan Pond and his team who put on this brilliant Mortal Kombat 4. About a minute to go in this 3rd round. Great contest. See, Karthik keeps coming forward. What can he do with that motion?
He just seems to be getting tagged. Tagged at range. Wikatora seems to be the one landing the shots. Plenty of them too. The work rate's much higher. Big left hook. Another right hand to the body. Left hook follows it up. Good strong body kick there from Wikatora. Finishing the round strong. Karthik trying to counter back with the inside kicks. Haven't seen any elbows thrown so far in this bout.
With 2 rounds to come, we may yet do that. On the other side of the break, we'll be back with round 4 between Michael Wikatora and Karthik Mohandos. Great blue. Stay with us on West Coast Fight Shows.
Oh, high kick there from Karthik, just off the mark. Michael tries a back kick of his own. In round 3, exciting fight.
Cars R Us have the best selection of pre-owned sports, luxury and everyday vehicles in one yard. Excellent service and prices are very competitive. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, then Cars R Us is a great place to start. Our friendly staff will help you with all your needs, from finding the right vehicle to financing the car of your dreams. So come down to 4 Atwell Street, Lansdale and visit Cars R Us for big toys for all the boys in the family. Dealer licence ND 24627.
Welcome back to Mortal Kombat 4. This is continuing the great bout. This is round 4 between Michael Victoria and Karthik Mohandas. Karthik is in the blue and Michael in the red. And for my money, mate, the red corner's got it so far, using his height and reach.
Yeah, Victoria's been out pointing Karthik with the long-range push kicks and thrust kicks and strong hands. But Karthik seems to be pouring on the pressure now, moving forward, striking hard, but still getting caught by Victoria on the way in. Sharp jabs there. Victoria counting with the knee and the right cross over the top.
Karthik relentless though, taking some damage on the way in, but he's marching forward. Probably knows he's got some points to make up. This is the 4th round of a scheduled 5-rounder.
Yeah, Michael's still landing the cleaner shots at range. Karthik still pressing forward but getting caught on the way in.
This bout brought to you by Mobile Dewatering and Westside Kickboxing. They got some skin in the game, mate.
Yeah, it's kickboxing versus Muay Thai under full Thai rules. Not elbows have been thrown so far. Karthik just hasn't been able to bridge the gap and throw them yet. There's a short elbow, one each.
He's listening to you, mate. Michael showing a bit of puffing there, mate. Hard work hitting someone.
Yeah, he seems to be throwing heaps at Karthik and hitting him cleanly, but he's not stopping Karthik from moving forward at all. Doesn't seem to have hurt him one bit.
Karthik keeping his shape. He's a very tough cookie. He's willing to wear some to land one. And as you said before, mate, one could do it.
Yeah, both guys starting to show a little bit of fatigue. Michael with the hands down low. Nice sharp hands there from Wikatora.
By the way, plenty to come on Mortal Kombat 4. Big fights ahead, but this is an engrossing battle. It's a man wanting to stand and bang against
Stiffer and mover,
yeah.
Yeah, but Karthik definitely showing signs of fatigue now. Trying to throw the kicks, his hands are dropping almost as low as Michael. Attempts a spinning back fist. Jumping elbow strike that misses. Oh, Michael lands with a clean spinning elbow.
A lot more intent in that compared to Karthik's. Michael, as usual, hitting his way out of trouble. Great round, my goodness. Karthik came back at the start of that, mate, but started to look tired towards the end. This is the final one.
Push kick to the face.
Oh,
beautiful.
Welcome to round 5.
Another one well timed there from Wikatora. Great opening to the 5th and final round. Westside Kickboxing and Mobile Dewatering definitely getting their money's worth out of this bout.
Great to have them on board too. This is West Coast Fight Shows. Don't forget to look them up on Facebook. They can find your brilliant mob on Facebook as well, Al.
Yeah, we're at Midland Martial Arts Ultimate Fitness Centre on Facebook and mortalkombat.com.au. The full video of all 19 bouts will be available sometime after Christmas if anyone wants to watch the whole show.
Yeah, plenty of highlights too. It's been a brilliant night, mate. One of the biggest cards and great matchmaking, mate. And it has been not a walkover.
Some of the earlier bouts finished early with high kicks and groin shots.
Dislocated shoulder.
Speaking of groin shots, there was one there. Karthik really trying to pour it on with those powerful leg kicks. Michael still landing cleanly with the hands and push kicks. The one at the start of the round to the face, that was a beauty. Snapped Karthik's head right back.
Yeah, set the tone very much. Bit of fatigue coming in for both fighters now. This has been a grueling bout.
Even though Michael's tired, he's still throwing hard. Landing cleanly.
Yeah, that left lead's working for him for sure.
Oh,
my
nice
goodness.
head kick.
Karthik just got out of the way of the worst of that, but still connected.
He's definitely taking some shots now in this 5th and final round.
Yeah, final stages of a great bout. One of many at Mortal Kombat 4. Great work by Mitch and the video team. Good audio, you can hear those land.
Michael trying to finish strongly, walking forwards now. Karthik still trying to pour it on. Closing stages of the final round now. Karthik just not able to settle and find his range on Wikatora. He just seems to be picking him off from a distance. Good head movement there from Wikatora. His hands are low, but he's still got that movement in his feet and his head.
Up next, the ISKA South Pacific title.
Yarishka referee there, Shane McDonald, keeping a close eye on the bout.
Oh, one for luck at the end.
Yes, nice clean knee from Karthik at the end of the bout. Unanimous decision to Michael Wikatora.
Yeah, you'd think so. Great work, but I tell you what, Karthik to stand and at least try to bomb. Look at that.
Still smiling.
Some great highlights here too. That left of Michael's just kept on finding a home, didn't it?
Ah, beautiful.
And his right foot too.
Spinning elbow there. That's the push kick at the start of the
See the
5th round.
spray coming off his head.
Another high kick halfway through that round.
Time for a title now. This is the ISKA South Pacific title.
Proudly brought to you by Denko Industries, GNR sheet metal, and
We've got Jamie Lungatano in the red and Alex Lim, our visitor from Malaysia. Selamat malam to all our Malaysian friends.
Aroma Cafe in Kidal, Denko Industries, and GNR stainless steel sheet metals, all getting behind Mortal Kombat 4. Alex Lim from Malaysia, a very experienced full contact fighter who fights Thai boxing, Sanda, MMA, you name it. Alex is into it. Jamie Lungatano training and fighting out of the Riddler's gym.
Our Malaysian friends should know too, if they go to mortalkombat.com.au, they can get details of getting the full video.
All 19 bouts. On DVD, $30, Australian that is.
And we're working on some delivery for a digital version too. And keep tuned into mortalkombat.com.au for details of that. Oh, yes.
Nice kick there from Jamie, well timed. Referee Mark Simpson wipes his gloves.
Alex, clearly a gutsy, experienced fighter, mate. That won't trouble him at all.
He's pressing his way forward now, trying to put some pressure on Jamie the Dragon Lungatano. Jamie with 27 wins and 5 losses to his name, stepping up for a South Pacific title fight against the very experienced Alex the Ultimate Warrior Lim. Alex has had 13 wins, 15 losses, 4 no contests, and represents TNT Kickboxing from Malaysia. Jamie in the red trunks with black trunks with red piping. Oh, big
that
right
connected.
hand.
That right hand really got through.
Got Alex in a bit of trouble now.
Alex trying to cover up.
Standing 8 count there from referee Mark Simpson.
A standing 8 count from Mark Simpson, the referee. You think he's good?
Yep,
He's ready
Alex
to
is
go.
fine. He wants to punch on.
He's a fighter, mate. He'll come back here, I'll bite your leg off, Monty Python style.
Lovely bloke, lovely bloke. I was training in Malaysia a couple of years ago, and his trainer, the Red Dragon, Kumin Yang, accidentally split my eye. And Alex volunteered to take me to the hospital, hung around and waited for me for a couple of hours, and then took me back home again afterwards.
And you repay the favour by putting him up against Jamie. Nice. Jamie is a very skilled fighter, but he's copping some love there from Mr. Lim.
Beautiful low kicks on the front of the thigh there from Alex Lim. Had Jamie tied up on the ropes. He capitalised on it. Nice left hand from Jamie. Southpaw stance, moving forward, pushing that left hand straight down the pipe. Alex in a bit of trouble here, seems to be backed up on the ropes. Finding it hard to counter that left hand down the pipe from Jamie.
Yeah, he was stung early, so he's not finding he's got the speed to get out of the way at the moment.
Seems to have a great catch and kick, catch and takedown technique.
Yeah, that buys him a bit of time and saves a bit of energy. And respect from the fellas as usual.
Round 2 of this scheduled 5-round contest. Proudly sponsored by Aroma Cafe, Keto, Tenko Industries and GNR Stainless Sheet Metals.
This is Mortal Kombat 4 at the Midland Oval in Perth. And a big Selamat Malam to all of the crew up in Malaysia. Glad to have you with us.
A special thanks to West Coast Fight Shows and WTV Channel 44 for putting this show on. West Australia's a pretty big state, long way to travel down to Midland, so if you didn't get the opportunity to watch it live, this is the next best thing. Beautiful kick and takedown there from Jamie.
This is the first, I believe, and the only coverage of WA martial arts on free-to-air TV, and I think Pete and Mitch and the team should be congratulated for giving us this forum. Good stuff. Mortal Kombat 4, a natural fit. We have plenty to come to. This is an engrossing battle, this.
Mortal Kombat 2005 was actually the first to go on free-to-air TV in Western Australia. Jamie hanging tight to the ropes. Double side kick maybe. Alex seems to have found his legs now, pressing forward once again, trying to bridge the gap on Jamie. Jamie picking away with those outside leg kicks.
Plenty of courage from the Dragon, hey? Or the Ultimate Warrior, I should say. Alex Lim.
Body kick there, another left hand down the pipe. That's the one that Alex seems to be having trouble countering. That's the shot that's doing the damage. Jamie just trying to find the range. You can see him trying to set that left hand up with the jab. Nice side kick there from the Dragon, jumping thrust kick. Alex pins him back on the ropes and counters him well.
That jump kick almost too casual then. Big difference in body shape and apparent fitness. But I tell you what, Alex Lim, what he doesn't have in bulk, he's got encouraged by the ton.
Jamie seems to be able to pop that side kick or that back kick out from just about anywhere, doesn't he?
Makes it hard to pick.
Alex holding his ground, big powerful round kick there. Jamie steps in with the uppercut left cross. Counters with a hook well. Left hand down the pipe again, seems to be the opener. Oh, caught him again and again.
Oh dear.
Big hands there from Jamie Lungatano. Alex Lim in a world of trouble in the corner there. Trying to fight back, Jamie landing cleanly. Off into round 2. Exciting into that round.
Gee whiz. Another 20 seconds and it might have been done. Lots of courage from our visitor from Malaysia.
Mark Simpson keeping a close eye on both these boys. Seems to be watching Alex quite closely at the moment.
Always our first priority is the health and welfare of our fighters, and you need to be able to defend yourself to continue.
Good catch, good kick counter there from Alex Lim. Jamie did well to keep his balance there. Here, Jamie's father, Guy, is the owner of GNR Stainless Steel Sheet Metals. Close friends of his family. Oh, big knockdown there.
Yeah.
Left hand over the top sends Alex Lim to the canvas.
For a kneeling 8 count.
Well, no, Mark Simpson's
That's the
waved
right
it off.
thing. Alex would have wanted to return if he had to crawl back, but we're going to look after him. He was taking too much punishment.
I think those big left hands from Jamie sort of did the damage earlier.
Most definitely. In spite of the comeback by Alex with the catch and kick.
Look at that belt. Beautiful.
Wow,
Ishka South Pacific title belt. Jamie Lungatano, your winner by TKO in round 3. Some highlights from that bout. Big left hand there from Jamie, down the pipe a couple of times there. Alex with a good takedown there, Sander style. Jamie with a takedown of his own.
That left was
Another right hook there that sent him down. Your next bout proudly sponsored by Artistic Skin Art.
This is a little bit of MMA Madness. Dan Jones against Rodrigo Costa.
And Tat to Shed, located in Mundaring. A couple of local tattoo studios have come on board to support the fight game and Mortal Kombat 4. Daniel Jones in the black trunks, Rod Costa in the black trunks with red piping. Daniel's got the red gloves.
Daniel and his brother, both forces to be reckoned with in WA martial arts.
Dan the Man Jones, 5 wins, 2 losses, representing Synergy Martial Arts, trained by Ramel Lustro. Rod Costa, trained by Habib Heskey at Mac 1 Fight Club, 4 wins to his credit, undefeated at this stage. MMA at its very best, only at Mortal Kombat 4 on West Coast Fight Shows. Daniel changing stance, shaping up, doing a bit of a dance, trying to confuse Rod before he moves in.
Both these boys burning off the adrenaline in the early stages so they can settle. Three-minute rounds is scheduled for. And interestingly, both our sponsors are all about ink, and neither of the lads have any ink on them, I can see.
Not yet.
Tattoo Shed and Artistic Skin Art.
Yeah, Artistic Skin Art, located in Grayson Highway, Midland. Actually, they've just moved to a new shop in Keene Street, and Tattoo Shed are located up in Mundaring, up in the hills. Nice kicks there from Daniel. Landing cleanly on the thigh of Rod. Sharp hands there from Rod Costa.
Rod with the red stripe down his shorts. Dan with the
I love the BJJ and the grappling, but I got to tell you, I'm a fan of striking above all. And when 2 guys stand and bang in MMA, I'm a happy man.
Yeah, especially with those little 4-ounce gloves on, mate. That's where the shots really count. There's no padding there to take the sting away.
You got to know too that even landing good shots, if you damage your hand, it's going to cut your efficiency. So it cuts 2 ways.
Yeah, Daniel's footwork seems to be getting him in and out. Rod's making ground now, landing some clean shots. It's great to see the MMA guys stand up and punch on.
Yeah, love it. Dan and Rodrigo are doing a great job of it here.
Oh, nice hands there from Rod Costa.
Calls from the corner to go for the single, but the boys standing and banging. Don't listen to the corner, bang.
Oh, take down there, well done, Daniel Jones. Rod Costa
He's got some leverage there.
Well there.
That was so close.
End of round 1. Round 2, Immortal MMA Madness here at Mortal Kombat 4. Rod Costa pressing forward, strong hands. Daniel Jones on the back foot, sticking and moving, using that fancy footwork to keep him out of trouble. Picking away with the low kick, seems to have slipped in that corner a couple of times there. There must be a bit of water there.
Attempted sweep not quite coming off.
Both these guys have got an excellent ground game that we haven't seen yet. They're both very proficient in the art of BJJ.
Rod's corner telling him to put some combinations together.
Habib Heskey, one of the MMA specialist trainers here in Perth, being the trainer of Rod Costa there. And Ramel Lustro. Both fighters have slipped again in that corner, in that red corner. It must be... There we go.
Yeah, got to mop it up or give them floaties, one of the two. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Take down again. Rod seems to have counted it well. Daniel almost has his arm trapped in there. Yes, he has. Rod trying to lock him out. Excellent reversal there, back to their feet.
Tell you what I've seen tonight, a lot of fighters using the jab. Very underused in some circles, but on display tonight for sure.
It's the most effective punch in boxing. There's no reason why it can't be the most effective punch in MMA and Muay Thai and kickboxing as well.
About a minute left in round 2.
Daniel Jones just seemed to be able to make Rod Costa miss. Good footwork and evasiveness there. Rod Costa pressing forward strongly though.
This is the second of a three minutes scheduled bout.
Good takedown there again from Dan Jones. Rod Costa seems to be able to lock him out. Seems to have Daniel's left arm trapped in there.
Big change of pace from up on their feet. But shows, as you said, these boys are very well rounded. Upstairs or downstairs, they got game. Bit of hammer on the nose while I'm holding your forehead. There you go. Simo, our referee, making sure there's no contact with the eyes in there.
Oh, big uppercut
right
there. Well done. Dan Jones looking for the kill, stepping in on top. Your referee, Mark Simpson, steps in on the bell.
Third and final round this one for ASA and Tattoo Shed.
Rod Costa still pressing forward with hard hands, trying to make up for that strong finish that Daniel had in the second round.
Very even tussle this.
Plenty of stand-up punching on, plenty of good footwork movement there from Daniel Jones. And Rod Costa strong hands moving forwards.
See Dan very wary of Rod's overhand right there.
He just seems to have better footwork and better movement in the ring.
Yeah.
He's able to avoid Rod's stronger strikes and counter his way out of it.
That's a combination of speed and better use of the jab too.
Landing a bit more with the kicks as well. Rod hasn't thrown many kicks at all.
Uppercut landed, but not fully.
Landed a clean right hand there as well.
Good sprawl by Dan to defend that shoot.
As you can see, the problem in the ring once again, the poor guy's legs are halfway out
in
the
a cage.
boxing.
That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, you know what I mean?
No one's going to land in the MC's lap in a cage. So far. Oh, that right connected.
Yes.
Dan
Nice
takes
hands
stock.
from Rod Costa.
Circles out. Trying to get his bearings again. Gee, this is a close one, Alan. I wouldn't like to pick it. This is Mortal Kombat 4, brought to you by West Coast Fight Shows on WTV Channel 44. Alan Pond, the promoter, and my co-commentator. Great to have you with us, mate.
Yeah, entertaining fight so far tonight, Tony. We're looking forward to Commonwealth title coming up next after this MMA Madness bout.
The reset, Mark Simpson.
Rod pushes up to standing, tries to deliver the knees. Dan trying to jam him out.
Yeah, closing stages now. Be interesting to see what the judges think.
Ropes.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'd call this position, Tony. Both boys have dropped to the floor now.
Rod's on top, but got his head in trouble there.
No, that's Daniel on top.
Is it?
Rod underneath with the lob.
Oh, it is too.
No, I'm wrong. It's a bit hard to tell from this angle, Tony.
Yeah, I think
Both
Rod's
boys
got his
locked
back
up
to
in
the
the corner.
turnbuckle.
And that's Dan holding him there. There seemed to be a bit of a stalemate. Coach there, Ramel Lustro, trying to give Dan Jones some instructions from the corner.
Closing stages. They can't stand there forever. Mark Simpson will bust them up if they keep there.
The bell's going to go any second, I think.
Rod looking for help from his corner. None forthcoming. Not much you can do from there, mate. He's
No, both boys seem to be tied
that
up,
off.
waiting on the bell.
Bit of an anticlimax to an absolute rip-roaring bout. This has been brilliant MMA from the WA boys.
He only just broke free on the final bell.
I think both fighters were pretty tired at the end and quite happy to just hang there and wait for the ding-dong.
Decision for the red corner.
Yeah, Dan Jones.
There, Dan Jones, Synergy Martial Arts.
But Rod Costa, a great effort from him.
Fantastic bout, MMA at its best.
Majority decision shows it wasn't a walkover, as you saw. Coming up next, we have got the ISKA Commonwealth title. Marco Machine Gun Tentori against Kai the Rebel Chi. Australia versus Malaysia.
Great highlights there from the MMA Madness bout.
Cars R Us have the best selection of pre-owned sports, luxury and everyday vehicles in one yard. Excellent service and prices are very competitive. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, then Cars R Us is a great place to start. Our friendly staff will help you with all your needs, from finding the right vehicle to financing the car of your dreams. So come down to 4 Atwell Street, Lansdale and visit Cars R Us for big toys for all the boys in the family. Dealer licence ND 24627.
Welcome back to Mortal Kombat 4 from Midland Oval. Alan Pond, who's this brought to us by?
Brought to us by Cat Roofing and Free Flow Air Conditioning. We have an ISKA Commonwealth title fight between Marco Machine Gun Tentori and Kai the Rebel Chi from Malaysia.
Australia versus Malaysia, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds.
ISKA Commonwealth title up for grabs.
I tell you, I've got RSI from strapping belts on Marco Tentori, but he's up against some stiff competition tonight.
Yeah, 5 Australian titles, a WKA South Pacific title, and now he's having a crack at an ISKA Commonwealth title, making his way up the ranks very quickly indeed.
But I tell you what, the rebel Kai Chi is no stepping stone, and he's here to fight tonight.
Yeah, well, Kai's got a record of 40 wins and 10 losses from 50 bouts. Marco with a record of 27 wins and 7 losses.
Similar proportions.
Yeah, well, Kai's representing TNT Kickboxing, trained by Master Ku Men Yang, known as the Red Dragon on the international martial arts scene. And Marco Tentori, trained by George Michelson at the Kung Fu and Tai Chi Academy. And of course, yours truly, I'm Miss Padman at the Midland Martial Arts Fitness Centre. The sponsors for this bout, Cat Roofing, which is Jason Kneebone, and Free Flow Air Conditioning, Tom Michelson. Getting it all.
Kai Chi cops it right on the chin.
Right on the chin.
Tough boy though.
Marco.
Bit of spirit in this too. Both boys with plenty of personality and character as well though. We'll see how
Marco
that
was able
unfolds.
to move from left to right and zigzag his way across his opponent there and land strikes from 2 completely different angles.
Yeah, working the angles well, Marco.
Chopping away at the legs.
Problem is with Marco, when I've seen fighters up against him, you never know where it's going to come from. He mixes it up beautifully.
Strong knees into the hip region there of Kai. Kai's trying to lock him out. Marco in the red gloves, Kai in the blue gloves and yellow trunks. Marco with the red gloves and black trunks. Oh, nice elbow over the top from Tentori. Spinning, turning and kneeing to the lower back.
Kai Chi says, I'm alright, no worries.
Yeah, Kai doesn't seem able to settle on Marco at the moment. Marco just keeps changing angles on him. Oh, nice inside low kick there from Marco. A little bit standoffish at the moment, early in the first round.
Yeah, a bit of mutual respect.
Nice high kick there from Kai. Marco walks straight into that one. Through it again. Marco comes through with hands. Strong in the grapple. Nice left elbow as well.
Yeah, Marco doing the thing they kick you punch.
Marco, strong hands, loading up on Kai in the corner. Kai sort of marches out. I'm fine once again. End of round one.
They weren't love taps either. They were getting through, and while not knockouts, they'll be wearing Kai Chi down. Long way to go though.
Yep, round 2, scheduled 5-round contest. ISKA Commonwealth title at stake. The machine gun boring in. Once again, proudly sponsored by Cat Roofing and Free Flow Air Conditioning.
This is West Coast Fight Shows. You can get more information about upcoming broadcasts at West Coast Fight Shows on Facebook or westcoastfightshows.com.au.
Yeah, nice catch and take down there from Tentori.
Bit of a mouse under Marco's right eye and a bit of a cut at the brow, but nothing serious at this stage.
Kai misses with the round kick, shakes it off. Marco catches him with a spinning elbow on the way through. Strong knees there from Kai. Locks Marco's legs. Marco's still hammering away at that thigh.
Kai doing a lot of appealing to the referee. I think Mark knows what he's doing.
Both guys trying to bridge the gap, find the range. Kai with the high kick, Marco follows with the low.
Kai's got some good weapons, he's got to bring them to bear though.
Yeah, with 50 fights under your belt, I think a very experienced opponent. Nice left hand down the pipe there from Tentori. Good tight guard he's showing there as well. Straight in, follows through with another left hand down the pipe once again. Double kick there, low kick, side kick from Tentori. Oh, another left hand down the pipe. That's 3 in a row. He's landed cleanly. Marco seems to be able to counter with those inside low kicks quite well, doesn't he?
He does. I think also Kai's finding it hard because Marco isn't your traditional fighter. He does things that other guys in this division just don't do. Very hard to pick.
Kai's excited. I think he's cut Marco there. Yes, you can see a cut coming from the forehead of Tentori. Kai's caught him with an elbow inside.
Just above the bridge of the nose.
A little bit cheeky there, showing him the elbow like I've already got you, brother.
You don't do that to Marco, do you? Let's see. Oh, I got elbows too. They're pointy things.
Yeah, I think it'd just make Marco a bit hungry to step in now.
Marco is one of those fighters that tends, when injured, to step up rather than step back.
Oh, spinning elbow there from Marco, follows through with a couple of nice left hands and a couple of elbows on top.
Marco with his
finished the round very strongly. The referee's called it off.
Some injury there.
Marco Tentori with the ISKA Commonwealth title belt, representing the Kung Fu and Tai Chi Academy.
Up next, the main event. But look at this.
Beautiful high kick there from Kai. Left hand there from Marco. Low kick from Marco again. Catch and counter there from Tentori. And that spinning elbow. That looked like the one that did the damage in the last round there, yeah?
Most definitely. What a way to finish too. Hey, we've got the main event coming up now, and we'd like to thank our sponsors, Scene Signs and Wiretel Network Solutions. Wiretel, great mates of ours, and they look after all the networking up on the mine sites. Check them out to network your needs.
Battle of the Immortals, Rob Powdrill in the red gloves, Kim Olsen in the blue.
This is a great matchup.
This is the fight everyone's come to see. Powdrill recently knocking out Andrew Super Hooper in a pro boxing bout over in Melbourne, and Kim Olsen coming back for a rematch with Powdrill. They fought here in Perth 2 or 3 years ago, with Rob being the winner. Kim's now moved over to Melbourne, training at the Super Fight Gym with Darren Miller, I think it is. Rob Powdrill's recently moved camps. He's with Bill Seth at Mongkon Mai. Recently winning pro boxing bout and also taking out a, pretty sure it was a WKN world title. Rob looks strong with the hands there.
Kim in the red and white, Rob in the black and white.
Both these guys probably 2 of the most experienced fighters competing here in Western Australia and Australia basically. As I said, Kim's based in Melbourne now. Woohoo! Jumping kick
for the fans.
Yeah. Would have been a cracker if he'd have pulled that one off.
He's pretty famous for that and always wants to look after his fans, sometimes at a bit of risk. But make no mistake, these boys are dink and both can hurt the other, and there's plenty of respect in the ring.
Well, Kim's one of the most tidiest, technical, pointy guys out there. He's got real sharp knees, real sharp elbows, always keeps a strong guard.
Good ring craft too.
Yeah.
Rob seems to be moving forward, and that's pretty much it at the moment.
Once again, even the main event here at Mortal Kombat 4, you can see the definite difference in the style versus style. One low blow.
Handled very well by Kim. Cool
Kim recovers quite quickly. Kim with the traditional Muay Thai guard and sort of more body weight transfer to the rear leg. Rob seems to be a bit more of a boxing guard with his body weight a bit more evenly distributed or slightly forward on his front leg.
A lot more anchored, while Kim's a lot more mobile.
Yeah. Nice right hand over the top from Power Drill. Rob Power Drill with 55 wins, 16 losses and 2 draws to his name. Kim Olsen with 49 wins and 11 losses to his name. Unbelievable.
Great records, these guys.
Combined record of over like 120 fights there in the ring. These two guys.
At times, Rob reminds me of the preacher. The way he moves, the way he looks physically.
And round one.
Great start to this. The main event of Mortal Kombat 4 at the Midland Oval, brought to you on West Coast Fight Shows. Alan Pond, my co-commentator, the promoter. Champion in his own right and a great promoter of the sport. Mate, you must be happy. This has been brilliant so far.
Yeah, we've had a really exciting fight card. You know, the undercard was great. A few novice bouts. We've had Taekwondo versus Muay Thai, Kung Fu versus Thai boxing.
Bit of Marquis of Queensbury.
Yeah, we had Taekwondo fighter Michael Kaplan fighting Kane Bayer under boxing rules. We've had K1 matches, kickboxing, Muay Thai and MMA all on the one card, outdoors under the lights, under the stars.
Don't forget, go to mortalkombat.com.au for details of the full DVD with all 19 bouts.
Yeah, all 19 bouts will be available for $30 on DVD, delivered to your door.
That includes Malaysia.
There in that red corner once again, that's where we had problems in the MMA bout earlier on tonight.
A bit of it soaked through clearly, even though they cleaned some off the surface.
So far, neither fighter seems to be dominating. Kim seems to be catching Rob as he moves in. Rob seems to be trying to step forward and land the right hand most of the time, apart from the spinning elbow just thrown then. Good strong kicks there from Kim. Rob counters back with one of his own, right hand over the top. And again. Wait. Takes Kim's legs out from underneath him with that inside leg kick as well.
It's all about the timing, isn't it, when you want to get your push together?
Rob Power Drill quite happy just to march up, try to find the range, land the bombs. Kim seems to be holding his ground and trying to strike Rob as he moves in.
How did these boys go making the weight?
Yeah, no problems. Both guys made the weight. All the fighters on Mortal Kombat 4 made their weights, respectively. Yeah, we didn't have any problems. We had the Combat Sports Commission there and Dr. Paddy Golden, and also a new doctor that's come on board, Dr. Dave Pevkick. 2 ringside physicians on board for the night, plus St John Ambulance first aid crew have come on board, just in case there's any incidents in the crowd.
I've always got some gaffer tape there if I can be helpful. Oh, gee, snapped his head back, Rob did.
Oh, good kick and punch there from Kim Olsen. Rob comes out with the right hand of his own. Kim's confidence seems to be building, and then Rob's taking his legs out from underneath him once again.
Closing stages of round 2.
Yeah, they picked up the pace in this second round. Expect more in the third. Brought to you by Scene Signs and our mates Wiretel Network Solutions.
Yeah, special thanks to all of the sponsors that came on board for tonight's event. We had Artistic Skin Art, the Fab Shop, Grumpy Sheet Metal, Nagulic Apparel, Aroma Cafe in Kudal, Scene Signs, Wiretel, GJ Gemo, ASET, GNR Jones Stainless Steel Contractors, Denko Industries, Mobile Dewatering, Tat to Shed, Remember Now, Centrepoint Pizza, and of course the local shack. All the sponsors, thank you very much for your assistance. Without your help, we can't get these shows happening and can't get them to TV for the crowds to enjoy.
Yeah, this is great. Unfolding right in front of us, the main event. Rob Powdrill on the left in the black and white, and Kim in the red and white.
Spinning back fist there from Powdrill, lands cleanly. Kim comes back to centre ring, trying to hold his ground once again. Battle of the Immortals.
Yeah, Kim very much with the Muay Thai bounce in his the way he stands.
Rob's confidence growing more and more, bringing that right hand over the top whenever he moves in now. Seems to be able to know that he can land it cleanly.
Yeah, finding your distance is everything, isn't it?
Yeah, he's landing that right hand when he moves in. Kim seems to be able to catch him with kicks on the way through, but it's not stopping Rod from landing that bomb over the top. Kim lands a couple of right hands of his own. Very even contest at this stage. Rob seems to be landing that right hand a bit cleaner from time to time, but apart from that,
if Kim can stay out of the way of that, he's in the game. What do you think is his winning moves?
At the moment, he's just counters with his body kick. Kim's countering quite well. He's also countering with a short right hand. As you see, he just landed one there on Rod again.
Yeah, the corner there, it's all about pressure. It is a bit of a mind game, this too. Two very skilled, very experienced fighters.
Kim seems to be stepping it up, moving forward now. Trying to put a bit of pressure on Rob Powdrill. Inside low kick again, that's where Powdrill balanced him a couple of times before as well.
See the outside of that same leg got some welts on it.
Kim looks like he's trying to bridge the gap to get himself in there at elbow range, but unfortunately takes the slip. Closing stages of round 3.
That's into round 3, 2 to go.
Scheduled 5-rounder brought to you by Scene Signs and Wiretel Network Solutions. It's on. Starting fast in this fourth.
Powdrill, big hands and body kick to start off with. Follows through with the hands again. Kim hasn't been able to get one off yet.
Rob putting together a few combinations that are being very effective getting through the guard of Kim Olsen.
Kim back on the back foot now, sitting back waiting to counter, but just getting caught, not quite reacting quick enough.
Yeah, Rob, very quick straight down the pipe, and that's very hard for even the best fighters to defend, especially if you're throwing them in bunches. Killed 2 mosquitoes with that one.
Yeah, some big fights here on Mortal Kombat 4 tonight. We just watched the Commonwealth title bout between Marco Machine Gun Tentori and Kai, the Rebel Chi. We had MMA Madness between Dan Jones and Rod Costa. The ISK South Pacific title fight between Jamie the Dragon Lungatano and Alex the Malaysian Warrior Lin. And of course we had the Kickboxing versus Muay Thai, Michael Westside Wikatora with Karthik the Destroyer Mahandas. More MMA with the Mortal MMA, Luke Jones, Daniel's brother, took on Jack the Hammer Becker. And we had the Boxing Bliss bout between Michael the Bullet Kaplan and Kane Bayer from Bailey's Fitness. Spinning around kick there from Powdrill.
Looks like Kim's having trouble getting his most effective weapons out. with Rob closing the distance and hitting him with very quick combinations. Bit off his game by that pressure.
Yeah, I think the way Rob started off this fourth round, he sort of threw Kim back a bit. Kim probably planned to move forward and pressure him, but Rob took the sting out of him at the very start of the round.
Upset that Thai-style balance that Kim has displayed for most of the bout.
Yeah, well, Kim's had to pick himself up off the canvas twice this round already, and also previously a couple of times during the bout. So,
that's going to throw your centre of gravity off a bit.
Yeah, and it takes a bit of sting out of you as well, you know what I mean? Just picking yourself up and getting going again. It's hard enough climbing up them stairs, getting in the ring to start with. Oh, nice hands and kick there from Kim Olsen.
No, he's not spent yet. There's plenty to go in this one. The main event for Mortal Kombat 4 from Midland Oval in Perth.
End of round 4.
Bit of respect.
Only one
there.
to go. Battle of the Immortals. Fifth and final round. Brought to you by Scene Signs and YTL Network Solutions.
Kim Olsen with his back to us here. Rob Powdrill coming at him in the black and white shorts.
Kim seems to be backed into that neutral corner. Rob looking like he's heading for the kill. Just trying to time his way in. Kim managed to slip out of the corner.
Looks like Rob's decided that there's not much Kim can do to knock him out, so he's going to risk a bit and eat a few to land several.
Yeah, he seems to be a little bit hungry this round. Seems to be pressing forward a bit more. Kim trying to inch his way forward himself at the moment though.
Kim looking a little bit frustrated at times, but
nice
scores the points there.
Well done, Kim Olsen. Good catch and kick counter.
We have 2 minutes to go in this fight and 2 minutes tonight. Give us some noise. Come on. What do you want from Rob?
Yeah, great crowd at Mortal Kombat 4 here in Midland.
Once again, another great catch and counter there from Kim Olsen. Picking up points here in the fifth and final. Power drill seems to be moving away. Lands the right hand cleanly. Still backed up to the ropes. Kim taking control of centre ring. Yeah, had he done this earlier in the bout, control the centre and try to push right around like he's doing now, he possibly could have scored a lot better.
Yeah, it's about being a threat.
Yeah, you don't want Kim Olsen grabbing hold of you and landing these.
Especially with that height advantage.
Strong top lock grappler, good sharp knees as well.
We have a minute left to fight. What do you want to see?
Closing stages of round 5.
See Kim remonstrating with himself there, angry that he got put to the canvas again. Still, it's a close blue, and the earlier rounds, some great work by Kim. It's still anybody's. Who's going to finish off the better?
Yeah, I think Rob managed to pick up the points in the earlier rounds, and this, you know, Kim's moving forward, trying to make amends, but maybe a case of too little, too late at this stage. Rob's still throwing back and landing cleanly. Another right hand over the top, another low kick lands. Closing stages now, yeah. Battle of the Immortals here at Mortal Kombat 4, Rob Powdrill.
Yeah,
Kim
great
Olsen.
matchup. Absolutely brilliant.
10 seconds.
Looking
Rob
forward.
misses with a big hook there. Kim comes back with a counter of his own. Oh, there's that jumping spinning kick again. Into the fifth and final round.
Yeah, no big surprise there, but it was still pretty close. And Alan Pond looking forward to people going to mortalkombat.com.au and seeing what the rest of 2015 has got in store for everyone. And thanks from all the lovers of martial arts for putting this on, Alan. It's been brilliant.
Great highlights there from the main event, Battle of the Immortals. Those who want to see the full fight video, all 19 bouts, you can get it online at mortalkombat.com.au. Special thanks once again to our sponsors.
See you next time.